Hello and welcome to this edition of Rinkside Digest. I'm your host Kirk Day, along with my co-hosts Byrne and Nick Miller. And in this video, we're going to be going over the Dallas Stars, and they have a very, very big problem in the conference finals of these playoffs. They are going down into Game 4, 3-0 against the Vegas Golden Knights, who are playing absolutely incredible in these playoffs. So we're going to be going over pretty much this one, and as well as another Jamie Benn situation in this video, but make sure to subscribe before if you want to see more content from us. We got a lot of stuff coming, very exciting, looking forward to it, and looking forward to see if you like it. So we're going to go into it. Like I just said, the Dallas Stars have a very, very big problem. They're down 3-0 in the series against Vegas, a very good Vegas team, I might add, and they will be without their captain, Jamie Benn, as he will have a hearing today for cross-checking against Vegas's Mark Stone. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this by now, this cross-check, I'll say, a bit of a different cross-check than I've seen. He will be suspended for this for at least one game, so he probably, or he might miss the next two games, you never know. If you're comparing it to the Pietrangelo slash on Leon Draisaitl, I still give it a game. Just one game, kind of, the slash was much worse than that, but you can tell there was intent behind the Jamie Benn situation as well. This was his explanation for it. He spoke at the media, this was today, said he wished he wouldn't have fallen on Stone and used the stick as a landing point. Don't know who lands in a cross-check situation in hockey, but, whatever he says, I guess, is what he believes. That's not how the play looked to me. Also says he has not spoken with Mark Stone. I don't think this was a landing spot cross-check. I think this was, he seen him on the ice, he was pissed off. It was 1 minute and 53 seconds into the game. They got to be pissed being down 3-0 as well. So, I got to agree with Craig Button here as well on this one. Captain does not speak. This was last night when he skipped the media after this game. He just got into his car, drove away, didn't speak to anybody after being ejected from the game in 5-minute misconduct for that cross-check in the first period. That is 100% acceptable. That is when somebody tells him, this is your responsibility. Not speaking is not an option yet. As a captain, you must speak to the media. It's your responsibility to take up for your actions and your team. You are the voice of your team for a reason. You have the C on your chest for a reason. So, Noah, tell me what you think about the Dallas Stars, the trouble they're in, as well as the Jamie Benn situation.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that Jamie Benn didn't want to, what's the word I'm looking for here? Apologize, I guess, is the best way of doing that. Acknowledge, I guess, is the best way. Yeah. He's the guy with the letter on his jersey. He's the guy with the C. He's supposed to be your face, your leader, like you said. And for him to kind of, turn a blind eye, turn a shoulder to it, I really, really don't like that. But, and I know you compared it to Pietrangelo's suspension, and I think that's totally fair. Pietrangelo, there was clear intent as well. And I think in the playoffs, I think one game is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you guys. I think a game is definitely going to happen here. I thought the Pietrangelo game should have got more, but Pietrangelo shot should have got more, but this definitely should get a game. I don't really like Jamie Benn leaving the responsibility of speaking on the shoulders of his teammates, his coach, and everybody else. I think he should have been talking to the media. Like, he should have had a clear explanation and, like you said, Noah, an apology for doing that. You don't cross-check somebody's head into the ice. Like we've been seeing so many dirty plays in the game recently. It's gotten worse and worse. And, this is just another example of a player that's frustrated and wants to take it out on somebody and does it in the wrong way.
Yeah. I did like what you said about the frustration. Being down 3-0 in a playoff series, where in this game specifically as well, they looked good. They haven't been really losing the games as much as, they're actually losing games, if you know what I mean. In game, they're playing well. It's not like they're getting blown out. Last game, they lost 4-0, but they had 34 shots, and Vegas had 16. Jake Ottinger was pulled, I believe, in the second period after the fourth goal. But you got to be scoring at Adin Hill. I'm not saying Adin Hill's a bad goalie, but the team that you scored on one of the best goalies in the league in this season, Philip Gustafsson, in the playoffs, they had to be scoring on Adin Hill more than that. Adin Hill probably hasn't played very many regular season games. I'm not sure the exact amount, but I know it can't be many. After Laurent Brossoit was the backup and Logan Thompson for Vegas all season, he didn't play many games other than that. But frustrations do run high, so I do understand why Jamie Benn kind of did that, even though it's not acceptable. I do understand the situation, but it shouldn't have happened. But speaking of an apology as well, the Dallas Stars put this out after the game. On behalf of the Dallas Stars organization, I would like to apologize to the Vegas Golden Knights and the National Hockey League for the actions of a few of our spectators in last night's game. Their actions were unacceptable and put the safety of the players and fans at risk. We take pride in providing the best experience for everyone who enters our arena. The actions of these individuals certainly do not reflect our great city, organization, and loyal fan base. Brad Alberts, Dallas Stars president and CEO. This came after many fans were throwing garbage and popcorn onto the ice and at the Vegas players after, I'm not sure exactly when it was in the game, but it was after they were losing at some point. That's completely unacceptable. Can't be doing that. We've seen some events from Dallas fans in the past few seasons as well as this one that probably doesn't reflect the best light that they have as a fan base. We've seen their fans go a bit crazy and sometimes, and some other occurrences that we will not talk about. But you can't do this. It's completely unacceptable, especially throwing stuff on the ice, delaying the game. That could have been a penalty for the Dallas Stars. And if this was a closer game, you never know, a bad call, get a penalty, Vegas gets a power play goal, jeopardizes their team on the chance that they probably have to win the game. So guys, let me know. Noah, start with you. What do you think about the Dallas fans doing this stuff and just kind of terrorizing the Vegas Golden Knights?
There's no place for that in hockey. They're all human beings at the end of the day. Your team might be down and it might be frustrating. We've all been there. We've all been pretty pissed off to see our team go down 3-0 or be even down in a series. But you can't do that. It's plain and simple. They're human beings.
Yeah, I know. Like, they all just basically threw a tantrum at the same time. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say and ridicule the fan base as saying, "Oh yeah, you're all bad," because realistically, they're not. They're not all bad. It's just some people, some idiots, went to a hockey game, got too drunk, and threw their beer and hit people in the bottom. We've seen this before in other sports too. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's only Dallas fans, like I said, because like we can't act like it's only their fans. Like, this happens in all sports, like with a lot of fan bases. So there's a lot of good Dallas Stars fans out there, but I've seen a lot of hate go towards them, and like, I guess rightfully so for the people that were being idiotic towards these players. Like, I can't believe we still see this kind of thing in sports after all the damage that's caused over the years.
Yeah, no, Nick, you said it best. You can't blame it on the whole fan base, just a select few that actually chose to do this. Because I know from the first round of Minnesota losing, playing the games in Dallas, they have good fans. They really do, cheering for a team. They were going absolutely nuts every time Dallas scored, which was unfortunately a lot against the Minnesota Wild, but that's the past. So that's all we got for this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a like, and also make sure to subscribe if you want to see more stuff from this. We'll see what happens with Dallas, not tonight, tomorrow night. If they get eliminated, we'll see. If they get swept, if they get another game out of it, we'll see what happens with Jamie Benn. There is no announcement right now whether he's suspended for a game or 2 or 3 or 4. We don't know right now. Hearing will take place at some point today, but that's all we got for this video. Hope you liked it. Thank you for watching.